So Tampa is one of the fastest growing cities in our nation, but along with our boom in population, rent is rising so high it's almost unaffordable for the average person.
Yeah, 10 Tampa Bay's Emerald Morrow explains what steps the city of Tampa is taking to try to stabilize what is a skyrocketing rent market.
70 degrees on the first day of winter. It is no wonder everybody wants to live in Tampa. But with all of this development happening across the city, it's pushing rent prices up. And leaders say we have to do something about it.
You can have development, but again, who's moving in there?
And with the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment in Tampa cashing in at over $1,700, City Council Chairman Orlando Gudes is asking the city's legal department to research options for rent stabilization.
Our legislature have put some preemptions in there I don't agree with, but I was able to find a loophole, the word emergency housing situations.
Similar to what St. Pete is exploring, Gudes says he wants to know if the rent crisis in Tampa could qualify as a housing emergency.
I think that's going to be the key for some of these cities and here locally, that we can use that as a referendum for the voters or council to be able to find and fine-tune a rent stabilization program.
Good afternoon, Council.
This month, the city's Affordable Housing Advisory Committee presented Council with steps the city is taking to address this housing crisis. Tampa has a goal of building 10,000 affordable units by 2027. More than 800 have started to go up this year alone, and at least 1,500 more are on the horizon. But leaders say that's not enough.
We are a victim of our success.
Success, leaders say, is coming at the cost of everyday people.
Our middle, higher income level people are now suffering. So it's not just in the marginalized, poor communities, it's really all over the city.
Rental prices are just exploding all across. And the city's legal department is expected to have a report for City Council on the feasibility of rent stabilization by February of next year. We'll, of course, keep you posted on what happens. But we do want to take a little bit of a deeper dive here because the National Multifamily Housing Council says most states preempt rent control and few have it statewide. So the states seen in brown are the ones that preempt rent control. Florida is one of them. California, Oregon, New York, and Washington, D.C., they have rent control. The group says it exacerbates housing shortages, causing existing buildings to deteriorate and disproportionately benefit higher income households. Instead, they support alternatives like a voucher-based rental assistance program to better address critical shortages.